We unfortunately live in a society where women think that their beauty is enough. Of course, I'm beautiful, my nyash is soft, and they think that's all a man wants. I have breasts, I have nyash. It's unfortunate that that's the kind of life that kind of society that we found ourselves. Unfortunately, a lot of men are going to end up with low value women. That's the honest truth. With the way the society is going, a lot of men are going to end up with women that have no value. That's the honest truth. See, women have been setting standards for a long time. Like, if a man is not a certain way, if a man is not this, if a man is not that, if he's not 6 foot tall, black, if he's not earning 7 to 10 figures, they're not going to date you. So why don't you have standards as a man? If you do not have standards as a man, you are going to end up with low value women because you don't even know what you want. So anyone that settles for you is what you will move with. So let me tell you 3 types of low value women that you should not be dating. Do not consider dating these women, okay? They are not good for you, all right? These women are not, they are not worth dating. And if you really want to have a peaceful home, then by all means do not date these women. So welcome back to my channel. It's a girl IJ. You already know how we do it here. Let us talk about 3 low value women qualities. All right. I don't know if you can hear from the sound of my voice. I'm a little under the weather, so bear with me. Okay, I'm not going to be all bubbly today, but I'm going to try my best to be in the mood for this video. Anyways, the very first type of low value woman that you should not consider dating is the ungrateful and entitled woman. Now listen, you cannot pretend not to know that a lot of girls are entitled now. Like, a lot of women are entitled, especially the ones that get offended when you ask them, what do you bring to the table? You know, it's like the moment men woke up and started setting standards and saying, okay, I'm not going to date this type of woman, I'm not going to date a woman that doesn't do this. The moment men started asking women, what do you bring to the table? The ones that usually get offended so fast are low value women. I don't care what anybody says, because if you are really a woman of value, you already know who you are. So a man asking you, what do you bring to the table? I mean, no, obviously not in the offensive way, because I know a lot of men can ask you that question just to, like, offend you and all that. But if a man is genuinely trying to get to know you and is asking you, like, what do you do? Like, what are the good qualities you have? I don't think a high value woman will feel offended by that. She's going to say, oh, I'm so I'm into real estate. I do this, I do that. I'm very peaceful. I'm great at communication. I'm a good lover. I'm peaceful and all of that. Like, I think a high value woman is going to feel very confident in saying who she is. But you see, these low value ones, they're the ones that will give you problem. They're the ones that will say, oh, delete, block, he's unserious. Like, we are trying to get to know ourselves, okay? And you're already feeling like, you get my point. So if you're dating a girl who feels entitled, who is ungrateful, like, even the little things you do for her, she always sees it as bare minimum. Like, I can't even stress on this because it's everywhere on the internet, where a girl will tell you that if you're going to ask her out on a date, you have to start paying her. You have to put her on a monthly salary just because she's agreeing to be your girlfriend. You need to be giving her so and so every month. You need to be on the trend with her wanting to change her wigs monthly or wanting to buy this and that because that's what the girls are wearing. You are basically carrying a girl's load who does not even have a finger on her, have a ring on her finger to your name or in your name. Okay, so if you're dating a girl who feels like, once you start dating me, you are now my ladder to riches, and you're not comfortable with that, please just let her go. A lot of women are very entitled. The moment you label them girlfriend, all of their family issues, all of her life is on you. In fact, I saw a text message on social media where a girl was telling a guy, now that you're my boyfriend, like, what can you be giving me monthly? And the guy was like, what do you mean? And she's like, for starters, I use an iPhone 11. Now that you're my boyfriend, I expect you to upgrade it to like an iPhone 15. And I loved that guy response. He was like, why don't I buy you a land for your brother? Why don't I buy a land for your brother? Because now I'm not your god. Okay, so stop dating women like this. Women like this are hungry. Women like this are low value women. I made a video one time and it went viral, but a lot of women called me pick me because I was actually saying the truth. I'm like, if you're dating a girl and the moment she starts dating you, she starts telling you all of the problems she has, like, lined up of things that you need to start solving with money. Everything that she wants you to do in her life is all about money. She doesn't care about the connection. She doesn't care about the love. In fact, if the money is right, you can be a 2 seconds man and she doesn't care as long as the money is right. And when you don't give her a certain amount of money, she feels pained and she feels entitled to what you have. In fact, I saw another message, I think this was on Reddit. Okay, and the girl was asking the question that her boyfriend usually gives her 100k naira to like 200k naira every month, but somehow this month she stumbled, or she opened his phone and saw his account balance, and his account balance was reading close to 100 million in naira. And now she's saying, how do I tell him to increase my monthly pay, or my monthly, I don't know, stipend, or what do you guys call it, monthly allowance? Like, he's giving me, what he's giving me is too small, because he obviously has more in his account. He has over almost 100 million, and he's giving me just 100,000 monthly. In my mind, I'm like, sis, feeling entitled, to a guy's property that is not even your husband, for me is just madness. Okay, a lot of girls are not going to like this one, but bruh, if you're going to be dating, if you want to date a woman and she's all about, she's feeling entitled to everything you have, and she's not even grateful, like she barely says thank you, barely, she sees everything as bare minimum. You do the sweetest things for her, and she's like, bro, that's a big low value woman quality. And if the girl you're with is behaving in this way, just let her go. Secondly, if you find out that all her exes were low value men, do I have to say anymore? Like, you when you're getting to know this girl, now you're dating and you're trying to find out who her ex was. So you're hearing, oh, she used to date this guy, she used to date this guy, and you can see the pattern of unserious kind of men she's dating. The kind of, they don't look presentable, they don't look good, they are like maybe woman beater, or like they're like male prostitutes. Or when a man is not just high value, when he doesn't have his priorities right, when he's all about just whatever goes, and you see that this is the kind of people she's always dating, she's obviously low value, because I mean, these are the kind of people that she lets into her life. I mean, I know you shouldn't be judging the girl by her past or whatnot, but if the last 3 or the last 4 guys she dated are a certain type of people, maybe like internet fraudsters, people who spend money without thinking, people who sleep around, people who do drugs, people who hit their mom, okay, people who sleep with multiple women, people who their life is all about just club, drugs, and all of this kind of lifestyle, nothing of high value. If you find out like these are the kind of men that she dates, why would you want to date somebody like that? Obviously she has a type. Okay, obviously she has a type. And if she has that type, it's going to definitely affect the kind of person that she is. Okay, because you're trying to now make her like high value, it's going to be too much work for you, and she might see you as boring because you're not ready to do drugs with her, or you're not ready to give her the kind of lifestyle that these fraudsters were giving to her. That's the honest truth. Okay, so if you find out that her past exes were really of low quality, low value, she's obviously a low value woman. That's the honest truth. And thirdly, if she lives on the validation of men, yes, there are some women that talk from now till tomorrow. All they are about is for men to always tell them they are pretty. So they don't mind to go naked on social media. They don't mind to say things just to trend. They don't mind to trend on whatever reason. They just need like that social media validation. They just need men in their DM, thirsty men. And I hope you're not a thirsty man. Okay, if you see women opening their body, showing you their boobs and twerking their ass on social media, they live on men's validation. Okay, you're not the only one telling them they're pretty. That's what feeds their ego. That's what makes them feel like they're all that. And unfortunately, we live in a world where people are all about, oh, she's fine, and they don't care to know what other good qualities she has, until you make her a wife, and then it becomes a problem because you now get to find out exactly that she's empty, not who you want to spend your life with. We unfortunately live in a society where women think that their beauty is enough. Of course, I'm beautiful, my nyash is soft, and they think that's all a man wants. I have breasts, I have nyash. It's unfortunate that that's the kind of life that kind of society that we found ourselves, and a lot of young people are falling trap of this, both male and female. Okay, a lot of women do not care to make themselves high value. All they care about is their looks. They just want to look pretty, come on the internet and shake their ass, open an OnlyFans, have men telling them how beautiful, how pretty, oh my god, you're so fine, and that's what they live on. So once you come into their life and you're like, I don't like that you open yourself like this. I don't like that you talk like this on social media. I don't like that you seek so much attention and validation from men. I don't like that you do. It becomes a problem. No matter what you say, they'll rather be on their phone responding to men and posting more pictures on a daily just to keep getting those likes, those views, those comments, testing after them. Like they just feel that they're important when people tell them that they are beautiful. They don't just look at themselves and say, I'm enough. So the moment they lose all of those let's say someone hacks their social media account or they post something and they don't get the kind of attention that they need, they are frustrated and they can even transfer that frustration on you because they're not getting enough feel from those men and those social media validation. That's a huge trait of a very low value woman. Because a high value woman does not need external validation. She knows who she is. She knows she's pretty. She knows she's enough. She doesn't have to trend on any silly thing or post something silly just to get attention. Because she knows she's enough. She knows who she is. And she doesn't need any external validation. She keeps working on herself and making herself better. So she doesn't need a man to come and say, oh, have big nash. I like you. Of course she knows she has big nash. Of course she knows she's fine. So she doesn't need to live on that external validation. She's okay with her man telling her, you're pretty, and that's enough. So if you're with a woman who is so much concerned about her social media presence, validation from men, oh, somebody told me my leg is this, oh, this man, da 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 da, that's a very big quality of a low value woman. And you see these three types of women, you should not be dating them. So women who live their life on validation from men, women who their exes were low value men, and also women who are ungrateful and like who feel entitled. These three types of women are not good for you. And I mean, if you set your standard as a man of high value, I don't expect you to date any woman like this. All right, so this is the end of the video for today. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Like I said, I'm not feeling too well, so I'm sorry if this video is not giving what it's supposed to give. But anyways, I'll see you in my next video. If you're not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, okay? And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Keep living life, giving champs, and bye for now. Mwah.